leaders, dreamers, changemakers, welcome to the Vibrant Living Podcast. Here, limitations shatter and potential explodes into a kaleidoscope of possibility. At the helm, Donna Tashjian, life mastery coach and founder of Vibrant Living International, weaves godly wisdom and Christian perspective into every step, empowering you to discover your purpose and light up your world. Here is your host, Donna.
Well, hello, my Vibrant Living community. I am excited to welcome a very special guest today. Sifu is here with me today. Now, I have been on several of his podcasts. This guy has a lot of them. And I am so excited to be able to reciprocate on my podcast and share you with him. And he and I are becoming quite good friends and a lot of the same purposes in our heart. So, Sifu, welcome to the podcast, the Vibrant Living Podcast. And where do you live in the world?
By the way, thank you so much, Donna. I really appreciate it. I love the name of your podcast, Vibrant Living. We should all be living that way.
I agree. Amen.
I live in New York. I live in Long Island, New York.
Okay. All right. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
One of the things that has been on my heart for practically my whole life is how can I help? And that's because I've been walking with God my whole life, basically. And I have an image on my phone, if I can share that. And it has the time, but it's also an image of me walking with God. And people look at that image, they're like, that's an interesting image. I'm like, yeah, well, guess what? That's what I see myself as God's son. He is my father, and he guides my every day. And I ask him for that every day. When I wake up in the morning, I say, please guide my speech, my actions, the way I treat people, the way I show up every day.
Well, that says a lot, and that's why you and I connect so well. I have also walked with God from a very young age through some really difficult things. And it's always easier when you're holding his hand.
Absolutely.
It's always easier. So what are some of the things that you're passionate about that I know you've got, if you want to mention some of your podcast and share that, but what else have you got going on in your life?
As an entrepreneur, I'm always looking for opportunities to grow and help. Right? It's not just about me. It's about how can I help somebody. So I do have 7 shows, by the way, 7 podcasts. They're all live, and every one of them is unique. You've been on them, and you understand the uniqueness of them because each one speaks to maybe a little bit of a different crowd, and sometimes the crowds commingle, if you will. And what winds up happening is every time I bring on a guest, it's how they help everybody see their world a little bit differently. And with that in mind, so I am always looking, how can I help somebody? And what God has really put on my mind is I have a lot of private clients that I work with, said, bring something to the masses, a little bit more, and let's refine it. And so I'm working on Sifu's Mind Body Method, which is controlling your days by how you look at your day. So Sifu's Mind Body Method is exactly that, your mind and your body. And the method is, how do we connect them?
Absolutely. One of my favorite quotes, and after you've said it so much, it can kind of become yours, I think, but is every day is what your future is going to look like. And so as you live today, your tomorrow will be a reflection of that. And sometimes that's a good thing. And sometimes it's not. I don't want the same old, same old. And so we need to make new choices today to be able to change our tomorrow. And so what are some of the pillars? I believe that was the word you used, pillars to describe how to create a vibrant life.
I believe I put together 7 pillars, and there's more, but these are the primary ones. It's movement, mindset, hydration, nutrition, journaling, fasting, and of course, faith.
So,
And within all of those, there's other parts of it, which is sleep, the way you show up, how you do the self-talk
mm-hmm.
every day, right? How do you communicate with others and your words and how they can touch someone or hurt someone in a positive way, right? I want to go positive. I don't want to hurt someone
Right.
because of what I said. So that's something that when people are in the program, they start to see their worth more.
Yeah, absolutely. We can change the world with one act of kindness, and helping people. So pick a pillar and let's talk about it a little bit. What would you like to talk about today?
Well, you already told me you have water with you. I have water.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
hydration. So many people, I think I'm going to pick two if you don't mind. Hydration and nutrition. They kind of fall
Mm-hmm.
one right behind the other because look at that. You have your water, I have my water. It's beautiful. If you think of men and women, we're so different, but yet so connected, so close together. But our bodies are different. They react differently to foods and water. Even our blood is, men have more blood than women have. That doesn't make women less. If anything, ladies, you go through your cycle and you're getting rid of those. That so
Mm-hmm.
you're clean. Yeah, I think women are cleaner than men when it comes to the blood, right? So it's a beautiful thing what the body can actually achieve. But water is a way to have your body function better because our body is made uh, the most percentage of water, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's the water that helps the cells move. It helps with brain function. It helps with everything. It helps with digestion. It helps with bowel movement.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and one of the things that you may not eat for a bunch of days and you're going to be fine, but have no water,
Yeah.
your body's going to let you know, right? You're going to get dizzy. You're going to get all these things. So when we think of water, we sometimes think that coffee, because it's made with water. Let's see, let's think about this, right? Coffee, beer. Wow, I just had a beer. I had my fill of water. No, I had my coffee. I had my fill of water. No, because something has been added. It no longer is water, right?
Yep.
If you infuse water, that's differently, right? Coffee's it's infused with the coffee beans, but it's a little bit different reaction to what your body is going to do. So if we have straight up water, and I don't suggest tap water anymore because it's not what it used to be.
Right.
And even bottled water, we have to be careful of. So
Yep.
there's so many different dynamics to having clean water. One of the things that I tell everybody, even though I use a Brita at home, I boil my water before I put it in my Brita. And people are like, that's a little excessive, Sifu. I said, well, guess what? By boiling the water, I'm getting all the junk out of it, and then I'm filtering it.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I drink water, it's it's cleaner than if I just put it in my Brita, right? Or if I filtered it. And so when we can infuse it with lemon,
Mm-hmm.
with cinnamon, with all these different things, um, it's going to really impact the way we it absorbs into our body and
Right.
how it's going to help and detox our body. Think of water as a cleansing unit
Right.
for us. So water is it's a beautiful thing, and a lot of people, when they think they're hungry, they're actually dehydrated.
Absolutely.
And so what they do is they're like, oh, I'm hungry, I gotta eat. No, you gotta drink first. So I always tell my clients, I said, before you eat, have 8 ounces of water, and
Hmm.
then you won't need as much. So it's the little tricks, right? Little
It
tricks and
is.
tips.
It's all in what you talked about infusing. It's all in what you infuse in the water. And because I'm always on my husband about drinking water because like how he goes, I can't think clearly. I'm like, have you drank your water today? And he's out sweating in the sun working, and
Mhm.
it's like, and you need to drink and sit down and drink something, and then maybe eat something too, and then you'll feel better. You can think better, and it's so true. Even, I mean, I'm a tea drinker, but it depends on also the quality of what you're infusing in the water. Discovering that they make put tea, I usually use loose leaf tea, but they put tea in plastic bags.
Mm.
Then you pour boiling water over that, and you're
Yeah,
supposed to have organic tea
right.
in plastic bags.
Mhm.
And so all of that is a play on how much water is such an important. I remember I'm dating myself, an old Star Trek episode, and they met some aliens and they called them a bag of water and minerals. They were describing, and that's what we are. And
Mhm.
really, I mean, that we're a lot more than that, but our body is. But learning to be able to. So, how is all of this tied to nutrition?
If you think about the way we consume anything, right? Uh, so here's when I talk about nutrition. Nutrition should one of the topics I spoke this morning on with my group is on quantum nutrition. And it's
Okay.
the energy behind that. We all know quantum physics, and it's what your phone runs on, your batteries, your car, all this stuff. But when you think about quantum nutrition, it's based on the energy that you get from food. And fruits have energy and all these different things. So I always tell my clients and anybody who's even listening is if you're eating out of a bag, if you're eating out of a
Mhm.
can or you're eating out of a box, your nutrition is not the healthiest. So I always talk about whole foods. And if you can, for example, I have an avocado. I'm going to be having this and I'm going to have a banana, but I'm going to be having it with and this is, I haven't had it yet, but I'm going to. This is the salad I'm going to have. This is, what does it look like?
I forgot what that is.
It's a beet.
That's right.
And I have a mango and I have greens, right?
Greens.
And that's my salad. That is, by the way, how I'm breaking my fast.
Mm-hmm.
So when people say breakfast, it's really break fast.
Right.
And what winds up happening is a lot of people in most countries, they think I got to wake up, I got to eat, I got to have some food, I haven't eaten all night. That's a good thing. You haven't eaten all night because you allowed your body to work on the food that it ate so it can think about a factory. It has to get it out. So how does it get it out? Through sweat
Mm-hmm.
and through bowel movement. But it has to break all that food down. And so breakfast or break a fast is really when you haven't eaten for a long time. Usually for most, especially in America, they go to sleep and eat, they wake up and eat. So it's if they slept 8 hours, they only fasted for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough time to really get the nutrients from the food we've eaten. So I always recommend start with a 10 hours. So if you maybe don't eat an hour before you go to bed, and maybe don't eat an hour until after you wake up, and now you have 10 hours instead of 8. But if you can extend that to 12 hours or a little bit longer, and now your eating window if you do a 12 to 12, you have a 12-hour eating window, 12-hour
Mhm.
fasting window. But if we extended it to 14 hours fasting, eight, so the numbers will add up. And when you fast a little bit longer, that's called intermittent fasting. What winds up happening is that your body is healing and it's processing the food you've taken. And it's going to be so much better and so much healthier. So nutrition is based on what is the food doing to me. I always tell everybody I meet, do you talk to your food? That's the question and like, what do you mean talk to my food? I'm like, yeah. Right before I eat, I thank God for the provisions that are in front of me. But then I also say, what are you going to do to me? Are you going to energize me or are you going to deplete me of my
Mhm.
energy? And then guess what? Your food will talk to you in about 30 to 60 minutes
Yes, it
because you'll either feel energized, you're ready to go, or you'll feel a little bit sluggish, like, oh man. Ugh. So it's everything that has to do. Your food is such a powerful tool, but we abuse it
yeah.
instead of use it to nourish us, to make us wealthy. Because, and when I say wealthy, I'm talking about in our later years, because, and you talked about it, our actions today will reflect our
Mhm.
tomorrows. If we don't consider what we're doing today, our tomorrows are going to be based on visiting doctors
Right.
consistently. And I just talked to somebody who is about 69 years old, and they gave up a bunch of different things that they were enjoying, and they go, I have no time. All I have is doctor visits here, doctor visits there, because they never took care of their health when they were
Right.
younger. So now their nutrition hurt them.
Right.
And
Mm.
was it really nutrition? Because nutrition should be a positive thing.
Right.
So they go to the one with the double arches a lot.
Oh,
They go to they eat out of a box or a bag, and that's how their
yeah.
nutrition is for them. And what winds up happening is that now he's paying for it.
Right.
And so we need to consider our nutrition medicine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the things I say. Food is either medicine or poison. And
That's right.
it really is. And we don't think about, you know, I mean, just think about Cheetos, the artificial color and all of the things. It just and we didn't know any better
Mm,
before. And it's not that we were trying not to, but we didn't know any better.
right.
And as I began to cleanse, I had some health challenges that I knew was not quote normal. Not that it's abnormal to be sick in truth, but but what I was experiencing, I'm like, if I go to the doctor, they're going to put me on a drug. What's causing my body to have these reactions? And I began to change my diet, and all of those symptoms left. And I began to also deal with how stressed I was, all of those kind of things that was going on in my life, and really began to learn. Then when I went back, my husband and I went on this together, and he was at the dollar store, saying, I'll grab some Oreos and won't tell her. And because I didn't buy them.
Right.
And he got in the car and he bites into one. He goes, she's ruined me. I can taste the chemicals and stuff in this. And as you begin to cleanse, you begin to note things taste better, actually. You just don't even know it because you're so used to the arch chemicals that and all of those other places that we don't know. People just aren't told. And we look for convenience and we think the other is too hard.
Well, everybody's too busy to take the time to prepare. You know how long it took me to prepare this?
Not
This
long.
salad that I'm gonna have? Not long at all. And it looked interesting. It's going to be delicious, but I don't just, and then I'm going to cut a mango. I mean, I cut a mango in it, but I'm going to have um, avocado. And avocado is a good fat. So you determining what's good for you and what's not good for you is going to make a difference. I have to eat a banana every day. And the reason is because of the potassium. And I need it because when I was a kid, I had polio and I lost the ability to walk. Now I get cramps. And my cramps are, my fiance said to me the other day, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm good." She goes, "You're moving your leg a little bit too much." I said, "Oh, I'm just trying to get the cramp out." She goes, "How bad is it?" I said, "It's normal people cramp." I said, "It's not one of the crazy ones I normally get. My cramps, they get as big as a grapefruit, the back of my legs or my calves. They become rock solid. And it lasts anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes.
Oh my.
And it's so bad I can't walk, right? So a banana helps, right? And or instead of I don't eat regular potatoes, I'll have a sweet potato because it's better for me. So I'm looking at what's going to help me. How do I heal myself? I take zero medications, zero. I mean, when I was a kid and I had polio, the pills that I was taking were the size of horse pills. I mean, they were like the size of my thumb, and it was horrible. And I vowed that I don't want to ever take medication that way. And when we go to the doctor, what are they giving us? They Band-Aid, 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 Band-Aid. That's all we're getting all over, Band-Aids. Let's not go for Band-Aids anymore.
Yeah, exactly. What's causing it?
Oh, yeah. I have friends of mine who are doctors. I love visiting them at their house. I don't want to go to their office, but I do go to, here's the thing. If I break a leg, thank God I haven't, but I've had 3 knee surgeries. I could not have them anywhere but at the hospital.
Right.
And they weren't because I did anything wrong. I was hit by a car and it was an accident, but one led to the other, right? And so at that point, yes, I need the doctors.
Right.
But when they gave me painkillers, I didn't take them. And somebody's like, "What is wrong with you? You're going to be in so, you got to take these." Even the doctors, they're like, "You have to take these." I'm like, "No, I don't." And they're like, "Well, just take these home." So I took them home. They sat there forever. And the way I look at things is if I feel pain, I'm alive. I'm alive. But I know that pain was healing. It's my body healing itself. So I'm going to be okay. I don't want to put a Band-Aid on it, right? Don't get me wrong. If I get a cut and it keeps bleeding, I got to figure it out. And then maybe I have to put a Band-Aid on that.
Right.
But I don't want to put a Band-Aid on my internal health.
Right. I'm not with you completely on no pain medication, but I understand your concept.
Well, for me, it's about I don't want chemicals in my body.
Right.
Right.
I
And if I can avoid it, don't get me wrong, when they put anesthesia to put me out, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
But after the surgery, they're like, "Oh, you're going to need this." I'm like, "No, thank you."
Awesome. So if people want to learn more about your program, I don't know if that's the right word, but your program, your lifestyle is really more what it is a lifestyle. How would they get in touch with you to learn more?
Donna, thank you for that. It's sifurafael.com / and it stands for Sifu's Mind Body Method, which is SMBM.
Okay.
It's that simple, right?
All right.
And for me, it's about giving, right? So it is a program I don't believe in diets because guess what? They don't work.
No.
Lifestyle does.
Lifestyle does. Yes. All right. We will put the link where we find the video as well as the audio for this today. Sifu, I just want to bless you and thank you for all that you're doing to make this world a better place. You have such a heart to serve, and I am so thankful that we have connected and being able to support each other on our life's journey.
Yes, I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. It is my pleasure to share amazing people like this with my Vibrant Living community. Be sure and click the link and learn more about his program. And let's live vibrantly. We need to take care of our body. We need to take care of our mind so that we can fulfill all that's in our heart, all the dreams, and to do it from a place of grace and ease. As always, I am here if you would love to talk wherever you find yourself. I guarantee a conversation with me, what I call a wisdom consultation, will bring wisdom, clarity, peace to your life and give you some more next steps perhaps to take. So the link where you find this will also be there to schedule a call with me. And until I see you back here again, have an amazing day. Bye for now.
I hope your soul feels ignited, your spirit nourished, and your mind buzzing with possibilities. Share this with a friend who needs a dose of vibrant living. Tag us on hashtag Vibrant Living Podcast and tell us your biggest takeaway. For more support, clarity, and wisdom, visit Donna at iVibrantLiving.com. See you soon.